Let me just finish with my defense of the capital markets. So, I was in Wall Street for a while. I started there. I worked in banking here for 9 years, as you know, in the credit derivatives market. For the last 6 years, I've been repenting for my sins, and hopefully I'm getting back to equal by talking to great people like you. But some would argue capital markets and efficient access to capital at the right price to build the right things and move goods and services and build amazing things in the world. And the limited liability corporation, which gets beat up all the time, of course, and in this case, we're beating them up right now. They've also allowed amazing innovations to happen, amazing great things over time to set up an idea that's not going to come back and throw me into debtor's prison or put me in trouble for trying an idea. Are these not good things?
Capital is fabulous. It's fabulous. And as Adam Smith said, as long as you understand that the three factors of production are land, labor, and capital, you can use capital to build stuff, right? We want to make a bridge. We don't have enough money to get, who's going to, capital, that's great. Now, where are we going to build the bridge? Okay, on this land here, how is it going to affect all these people? How is it going to affect the flow of traffic? What about this guy who lives here and that one? That's the land part. Or where are we going to grow this food? Are we going to just destroy the topsoil here by putting in some Monsanto, crazy bioagromutation? Or are we going to somehow understand that the land is an important asset here? What about the labor? What about the humans? The workers, are we going to just extract value from them and cast them out, or are they going to participate? Are they going to have a seat at the table? So if land and labor had a seat at the table with capital, then you wouldn't see digital companies behaving the way they do. But right now, capital is the only one with a seat at the table. You've got the founder and his VC, and they use their big pot of money to lobby, as we say in America, to lobby to change laws or to leverage labor.
So we're going to wake up with a huge hangover one day because we've been maximizing profits and maximizing growth and dehumanizing the world in the process and killing our labor and all these other pieces. How does this end?
And we're not maximizing profit. If you look at the Deloitte Shift Index, Deloitte Touche is a big finance firm. Yeah. The Shift Index of 2011, what they showed was that corporate profit over corporate size has been decreasing for the past 75 years. This is not even an internet thing. This is all the way back to World War II. Corporate profit over corporate size. What does that mean? It means corporations are really good at sucking all the capital off the table, at taking all the money, but they're really increasingly worse at deploying the assets they've accumulated. So they have an obesity problem. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So they'll go like Amazon or Uber into a marketplace, into a vertical, and extract all the value from it by creating efficiencies. They'll extract all the value because we don't really have to pay you, and it doesn't matter if you leave, and we're going to replace you with a machine anyway. It doesn't matter if the topsoil's gone because Monsanto's going to come and grow crap on there for a few years and kills people later, but that's going to help the medical partner or whatever. It's all good. You extract all the money, and then there's no more market. So what these companies are doing is actually destroying the markets on which they depend. And traditionally, like a Walmart or a regular company, they could just move to another market, and there's always China, move over there. But what they've done is destroyed the topsoil. They've destroyed the markets on which they depend, and now they're sitting on this money and they can't deploy it. So what do? They do mergers and acquisitions because they can't actually innovate anymore. And as you know, 80% of mergers and acquisitions end up losing money for both sides because they're not real acquisitions. They're just buying a company for its innovation, and then because it's part of this monolith, now they can't innovate either.
So we're coming to the end of this is what you're saying.
It's bad business.
Okay.
So
even though we don't know it. We don't know it's bad business because they're just focused.
They do know it. And I've spoken with the CEOs of Fortune 100 companies. These are the biggest ones in the world. I've sat with them in their offices, and 2 different Fortune CEOs have wept in their offices with me.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.